Hey everybody, I'm out here in Rocky Mountain National Park. I just moved from the San Francisco Bay Area to Colorado. I'm originally from Idaho and I've been looking forward to getting back to the mountains. And one of the things I wanted to do moving out here was get a new car that allows me to go on adventures whenever I want. I've pitched every tent in the world, I've slept out of the bed of a truck, I've cowboy camped all over, but I decided to get a new Outback Wilderness because it has kind of the ground clearance, the economical aspects that I want. And this is our first time car camping with it. We've only been out here for 3 weeks and we've explored Rocky Mountain National Park all day today, and we're excited to test out our car camping setup. The one thing I'll say is this is a brand new setup. There's a lot of things we want to add to it over the next year or so, but this is our kind of initial setup, and we can't wait to show you how everything looks today and also what's working and not working and what I kind of want to add to the rig as time goes on. But let's take a look inside. Sleep is so important, especially in my old age here. So I decided to get an X-Ped Mega Mat, the Duo. I think it's the medium version, and it fits perfectly in the back of the Outback. It gives room for the two of us to be sleeping comfortably. We haven't tested it out here, but when we were moving, we didn't have a mattress for a while, and we were sleeping on this on the floor of our new place, and it was almost as comfortable as the memory foam mattress we bought brand new. So we're excited to sleep in here tonight, and it fits unbelievably well. We don't have to put anything in the front to support it. The Outback and the X-Ped Mega Mat Medium, it's just a perfect match. The only thing that we did, besides just throw this in the back, is there's like a slight, maybe 1 inch level difference from the top to the bottom. So I just brought a few spare blankets and put it down here in the bottom to try to level it out. We'll let you know how that feels, but just laying on it right now, it feels extremely even. Maybe your head is 1/2 inch elevated, which is no problem at all. So we'll give you the full report in the morning, but I think it's going to be a very, very pleasant night out here. One of the other final pieces that we got for this setup was I made sure to get a Roofbox. Because we have the whole bed in the back, this allows us to keep a lot of stuff up here and keep the bed free, especially when we're sleeping. We can put all our extra sleeping stuff up here. We can put extra clothes, fishing gear, biking gear, everything else, and it kind of allows us to keep the back free. And then we just kind of put our personal bags up in the front seat, and we have that at night. But I think this is kind of essential when you have the whole bed as a bed. And we also got this to help move us out here because we had way too much stuff, and I actually used this car towing a U-Haul trailer, and that allowed us to get a little bit more of our stuff out here to Colorado. But I think this is definitely an essential part of this whole kind of car camping rig. The last thing I'll show you guys is just kind of the sleeping setup here at the top. You'll see that this Mega Mat, it fits perfectly in the car. And a little trick that I do is I put the headrests of the back seat on backwards, and then that perfectly supports the pad. Some of the other Subarus, you'd need to jam some stuff in here so that top isn't unsupported, like the Forester and Crosstrek. But since one of the reasons we got the Outback was to have that full length and be able to sleep in here easily. And then I have my kind of duffel bag and anything I might have to access right down here in the front seat that allows me to easily grab it. And all the miscellaneous adventure gear, hiking gear, backpacking gear, biking gear goes up into the top here. And that allows us to just have a very clean setup. And with this setup, we can spend a lot more time on the trail and doing the things that we love and less time kind of messing around at camp. It also allows us to not have a reservation. And this summer, we just moved to Colorado. We have no reservations and every weekend's booked, but we can kind of go find some dispersed camping areas. We can go wherever we want. We get lucky. And if we don't, we can kind of sleep wherever. So it just gives us a lot of flexibility that I'm looking forward to exploring the Colorado Rockies. Couscous. The food's so nice, they named it twice. We just had some delicious couscous for dinner and some pulled pork. A lot of times when we go camping, we like to do Dutch oven cooking and do some intricate meals, but this was kind of a last second trip, and it's really nice to keep it simple, but it was absolutely delicious. And now we're having a little fire here in between kind of these afternoon thunder showers we've had. And we're so excited to sleep in the Subaru for the first night. We got it super cozy in there, and doesn't matter what happens tonight, if it rains, whatever, we're going to be sleeping like babies. Happy 4th of July. We're just waking up our first night in the Subaru, and it was extremely comfortable in here, but I got a little bit warm. And the sad part is I did buy some window shades that allow you to have your windows rolled down, and I think that would have been a big game changer for me last night. It got a little stuffy in here because I forgot those at home. But overall, slept pretty good, and this X-Bed Mega Mat is very, very comfy and fits perfect. But yeah, slept good. Excited to go back into Rocky Mountain National Park today and explore a little more. How'd you sleep, Steph?
I slept okay.
That's better than usual. As I was editing this video, I realized I didn't have a great outro, so wanted to join you here in the studio and say thank you so much for following along on our little adventure to Rocky Mountain National Park. I can't wait to get out and explore some of the more off the beaten path areas of the park, but that first trip was a great introduction. I will also say that I have car camped in the Subaru Outback Wilderness now a couple of times since then, I think 3 times, and the setup has worked flawlessly. I haven't really needed to add anything from what I showed in this video because everything's simple, it's working, so for now I'm just going to enjoy it and spend more time getting out and about than worrying about adding anything new. The final thing I'll say is if you like this kind of content or hiking, mountaineering, mountain biking, fly fishing, anything like that, give me a follow. That would mean a lot to me, and I'm going to be trying to pump out some more videos as I explore more of Colorado since I'm just moving here. Thank you so much for watching the video and have a good one.